This year, a new law regarding constables went into effect, and one viewer had a question about their role in Kentucky. Victor Puente has tonight's Good Question.
For today's Good Question, Roger asks, what role does a constable play in the Commonwealth? Constables are an elected office in Kentucky. They can serve court papers like child support documents, subpoenas, and evictions. They also have the power to make arrests and stop people for traffic violations. But going forward, they will only have that authority, arrests and traffic stops, if they undergo the same training required for police officers. House Bill 239 became law without the governor's signature last year. After January 1st, 2023, no constable who is elected for the first time shall be granted the powers generally applicable to peace officers and police officers unless the individual has been certified and maintains his or her certification. Now, the Kentucky Constable Association has filed a lawsuit challenging that new law. If you have a good question, you can email goodquestion@wkyt.com. I'll see you on WKYT Mornings.